I am Trevor Ashcraft, and this is my data protocol for Module 17. So starting up at the top, we begin with our norms. We need to focus on what's best for our kids and analyzing the data without emotion. A lot of times we can go into our meetings and we say, I know that they tested really well today, but when we start doing that, then we are not using our data and we can't base it on something quantitative. So just like RTI, we need to focus without our emotion. And then finally, we're working for positive solutions. We want to make sure that this is positive so that we are doing what's best for kids. Our purpose is listed there as well so that teachers always know what we're striving for. I really condensed this entire process down into this one little graphic. We're using our data to create an action plan, and then we're reevaluating our results. It's open-ended because this is an ongoing process. So there in the middle, I've listed some guiding steps for teachers to try to make it a little more clear so that we can have a focus agenda when we are moving through our meeting. We'll start with our first impressions. What are some trends that they notice? Really diving into the information and what we can see, or what are some additional things we need to go out and find, and then celebrating, making sure that we're keeping it positive by focusing on what turned out really well and what were the instructional practices that got those results so that we can share those and continue to grow in all areas throughout the school. Then we can focus on our alterations. What should we change to improve our instruction so that we're getting better results? And then also considering what other pieces of information do we need to consider. Teachers are going to bring within their grades and their projects, their classroom-based assignments, but we also need to bring in our data from summative assessments and RTI and progress monitoring as well. And then finally, recommendations. Using these goals that I've listed down at the bottom, we can create a way to improve instruction so that we are getting some better results. This is going to let us analyze the data to create, and then setting a goal so that we have a consistent proficiency. Creating our action plans, making sure that we have those documented, and then setting a window for how and when the students are going to be assessed so that it is consistent across the board so we can compare our numbers from class to class. And then finally, how do we respond to it? How will we remediate those who are in need, or how do we extend and provide enrichment for those who are beyond? I think that this is something that's really going to help teachers since it's so simplified in helping to guide their thinking and guide their thought process as they get into planning for their instruction. And it's something that is able to be used by many subjects, not just one particular grade or one subject.